All right, y'all. So I am not gonna drag this out. I'm just gonna get straight to the point. So welcome to everybody. Welcome to everybody that come in, see the replay and all that good stuff. If you is new to the channel and you like what I do over here, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you be notified every time I put up a video, hopefully. Let's see. Diva Michelle, good morning. The Fishio. Maybe if I put my glasses on, I can see. Good morning. Kyra knows 144. Blessing, love miss. Good morning. Just in case, good morning. Erica Gibbs, good morning. Dialysis Nurse 13, good morning. There she grows, good morning. Wanda Carr Jones, hey honey bun, good morning. All right, y'all, so I saw this article. It said it was put out 1 day ago, and it's titled this: the U.S. diesel crunch means it's time to stock up on food. Robert Krakowski says, okay, here's what Rich Dad, Poor Dad author and 5 experts are warning as fuel runs short. Okay, so I am very familiar with Robert Krakowski, and I'm very familiar with the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book. Because I dabbled in a little bit of affiliate marketing earlier this year. Plan on getting back into that, but that's a great book. I think I had told y'all before, if y'all haven't read Rich Dad Poor Dad, that's a good book to try, to read. It'll really, really educate you on a lot. But with that being said, the shortage of diesel. So experts is now warning, people to stock up on food. That's directly, what it is. So I did the video yesterday about, the situation with the schools up here and with all the illness and stuff going on. And y'all comments was, some of them was special, all right? Some of them was special. So people were saying, that it was only 1 day, or nothing is going to shut down, or some people even jumped on the bandwagon of there is no food shortages. I don't even know how they even got that out of that. But at the end of the day, they warning you, okay? If what considered to be experts is saying the same thing, then why? I mean, you got to understand, diesel is very important in so many different ways. Not just transportation of goods, but even like the farmers and stuff like that, some of their machinery and stuff uses diesel. So if there's a diesel shortage and it's getting worse, how are they gonna be able to operate their machinery and stuff like that to even, harvest crops or whatever the case may be? So diesel is not just used to transport goods from one area to another. So you have to keep all that in mind. And then on top of that, things is getting higher and higher and higher. This article, you can actually, if you type in experts warn, you may have to put Robert Krakowski. I hope I'm saying it right now. That's how I pronounce it. You might have to type in warning on, diesel and to stock up on U.S. food and stuff like that. I mean, stock up on food and stuff like that. So, and that article should pull up and then you can read it. I'm not going to read it because people complain that they can't understand my reading. Okay. So, y'all, I'm going to just tell y'all what to type in, and you should be able to pull it up. It should look like this. Okay. It should look like that. Something like that. I don't know if it's backwards on the screen, but yeah. You will be able to read it for yourself. But at the end of the day, y'all, we're gonna just try and say hello. Jack of all trades. Hey, so basically, when we go into the stores and stuff, and some areas is saying that the shelves is stocked and all that good stuff, you gotta understand that may not be for long. Now, I want to be wrong. No, you don't want for what is looking like gonna happen to actually happen. But at the same time, so many people is just not paying attention, and that is fine. I'm not trying to persuade anyone to change they thoughts or whatever the case may be, but just to bring awareness that, hey, other people that's considered to be experts is warning you now. I be reading the comments, and a lot of y'all be saying that other countries, I've tried to look it up. Somebody told me another country was warning their citizens to stock up on food. I couldn't find it, but hey, that's the way it be going sometimes. Sometimes articles be out there saying things, and it seems like when people start really, really paying attention to that article, or it gets enough traction or whatever, it's like it's disappeared, like it's being removed, so it don't cause a panic. Everything is like not to cause a panic, when it needs to be still brought, awareness needs to be still brought to it, because that's the only way people are going to be able to prepare and be able to do things to help themselves out. Y'all see what's going on with certain things being, what's the word I can put without them striking me? Give me a thumbs up if you understand what I'm saying, if this gonna be a good. Y'all see there are certain things that has been sent out and crashing in certain areas, okay? If you get what I'm saying. So on top of that, I'm behind on the garden, the indoor garden, okay? The indoor garden. So I will say this: if you growing food and stuff outdoors, you need to be able to grow something, if it ain't nothing but greens, indoor. Okay, Dragon Queen, you get what I'm saying. So you need to be able to grow things indoors too, because something may happen where it take out your whole crops. It take out everything. You got to look at that. Part of being a prepper, or just preparing, or whatever the case, whatever you classify yourself as, part of that is just trying to be prepared in different angles. Okay, so y'all get what I'm saying when I said that. Okay, good. I didn't want nobody to be lost, like, what's she talking about? So you just never know. If everybody started growing their own food and stuff, then I feel like there'll be something that comes with that. Something may, y'all get what I'm saying. I don't want them to get mad at me. Thanks for the information. You're welcome, Vicky David. You're welcome. So, but yeah, so you got to keep all that in mind. So now that they putting out articles and stuff and warning people to stock up on food because of the diesel, y'all, we need to pay attention to that. And I know a lot of people is like, well, I don't have funds. The prices is high. I understand it. Things is not stretching. Shrinkflation is still going on. Anybody that don't know what that is, they shrinking the product and making and keeping the price even higher, but shrinking how much you get. Y'all, it's crazy. Even with the fast foods, because do I still have it? No. So I don't eat fried food, but chicken nuggets was bought. I didn't eat them. Was bought the other day from Burger King. Y'all, it looked like they took one chicken nugget and sliced that one in half, and then made two out of one small chicken nugget. That chicken nugget was already even the restaurants is like cutting back like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Get your local. And see, jack of all trades. I'm gonna tell you what I feel. I have a problem with that. I feel like our local pantries and stuff like that is for people that cannot do for themselves. People that may be disabled, people that just may be sick or whatever. I feel like they should be able to go and do things. You got a lot of people that's able-bodied that don't want to do nothing for themselves, but they go in the pantry line and they take food and stuff and supplies and stuff from people that actually really, really need it. The people that cannot do for themselves. And I know I'm stepping on some people's toes by saying this, but I feel like it's sickening. Okay, it's like you can get your behind up and you can go. And I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying, there are some people that do this. Like, you can get your behind up and you can grow something. You can do something. You can learn. A lot of people, they can Google how to. They can work TikTok. They can work all these other things. They can go to the club. They can do all this. But they can't Google anything to help themselves, and then they'll go take. There is elderly people. There are people that's not even elderly, they're just sick. There are people that cannot do. They can't get out there and grow their own food. They own a fixed income. They own disability, and they don't have it to pay. They need the food pantries. They need them. These that's up, having babies left and right, chilling in the cup. Them be, I know some of them that will go to the daggone food pantry, and it's really sickening. Like, like really. So I get that for people that I just have my opinion about that when it comes to the food. And then it's getting to the point for months now. Months. Even earlier this year, the food pantry was having an issue with even supplying food for people that needed it, because when there's a food shortage, and like, but first it was a food shortage with, the ships and all this stuff. Now you throw the diesel into it. The pantries ain't gonna have enough food for everybody. If the stores don't, a lot of that stuff from the pantry is donated from stores and from families that donate. But it's looking like it's getting to the time where everybody gonna be trying to keep everything they got for their family, because these is extremely high. So I had did videos months and months ago about how the pantries is, how they're saying they having a hard time even getting food donated. So really can't depend on that. I feel like people that's able-bodied don't need to depend so much on everything else. They need to learn the skills, learn how to be able to be a little bit more self-sufficient. It don't take a whole lot of money to do it at all. And try to do for themselves. That's like the main thing, Let's see. Let me put my glasses on because I can't see these comments. It's too small. That's it, y'all. Y'all like right here, and I can't even see. Okay, let's see. Jacqueline said preparing. And I thought to myself, there's no way I can prepare the way he was preparing, because if he stockpiled, I thought I can't. Yeah, everybody's stockpile is going to be different, honey. Everybody's stockpile is going to be different. Some people's is going to be big. Some people going to be small. At the end of the day, as long as you doing what you can, and over time it will get to that point. And a lot of people have been saying that they've been prepping and nothing has happened, so I'm eating my preps now. No, prepping is a lifestyle. You don't stop it. And it's crazy that I say that, because I stopped it years ago, but I told y'all why. It was too many different moves and stuff, and it's hard when you moving here, there, and taking that stuff with you. So I stopped. But growing up, and I know I got a lot of new people out here. Growing up, I should have listened. I felt like I should have listened. My granny used to always tell me, you don't stop. You don't stop being prepared. So I had to start over, because I want some years where I just wasn't preparing. And then 2020 hit, and it was like, dang, okay, if I would have listened to that part, then I wouldn't have had to start over. But it was just a whole lot. So it is what it is. I can't beat myself up about it. I done started over now. So, I'm good. So that I can actually still say prepping is a lifestyle change. It's nothing that you do a little bit and then you stop. Now, if you have a reason, like you just can't afford it or whatever, then that's different. But some people prep and then they stop. And prepping is not just going to buy stuff out of the stores. Prepping is also using things that you have at home. Like I said, having a homestead don't mean you got to have acres of land. Don't mean, and I had to learn this because y'all know I was doing just a container garden, because I was saying I rent where I'm at. And I didn't want to like tear up the grass and all this, but hey, putting those tarps down, you already killed the grass under it. Yes, it'll grow back if you remove that tarp, but still. So at the same time, I can't focus on what could happen, far as the rental company could say, hey, the homeowner say they want to sell their home or something like that. You'll have to move. Then I'll just have things in containers that I can just move, and anything in the ground, I'll try to transplant and keep it pushing. But to sit back and say, oh, I'm not going to do that like I have done the past couple of years, that's just time wasted, I feel like. So you don't have to have acres, a lot of acres of land and stuff, and own the land and stuff like that to have a homestead. You can have your, like I consider my backyard my little homestead. So Everybody's situation ain't gonna be the same, but it's what you make out of it, you know. So don't be discouraged. Um, yes, there she grows, slow and steady can win the race. Exactly, girl, you said that. Can't be said no other way. You said that. Slow and steady. See, I'm telling you my story because we are all brothers and sisters like you all, even if I've never met. Exactly, Jacqueline. Exactly. Was another hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see something. Yeah, I see what somebody said. Don't mention. Yeah, well, let me just say this because I don't see it, but I see somebody said that on here. For anybody that's new to the channel, because I see this a lot in my comments too. Please don't mention other creators, um, content creators in my chat or on my comments. You know, I just don't. I don't rock like that. That's the only simple. That's the only way I can actually say it. I appreciate it, but actually, it can be kind of disrespectful. To do that. If I want to mention other content creators and stuff, I will do that because it's my channel. But to come on, because a lot of people do it and they be rude too and be like, well, such and such said this. That's like you taking away from what I'm saying and telling me I need to go over there and listen to somebody. That's rude. That's rude. You ain't gonna go in McDonald's. If you go in McDonald's and you take Chick-fil-A in there, they're gonna ask you to leave. I know up here they're gonna ask you to either throw the Chick-fil-A away or leave. Because you just coming to their establishment and you bought another restaurant in there. So that's what you kind of have to look at. It's all about respect, you know. So I kind of anyway stick to myself. It just is what it is. So a lot of people does that, and I block you because I feel like if you do it once, you will do it twice. So if you have realized that you have been blocked and you did that, that's why some people I do give um a chance and they come right back and do it again and I just block them. But yeah, it's a whole respect thing. So I did not see what the person was saying, but if you put somebody else um channel in my chat or whatever, it will be deleted. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to cause trouble. I didn't see it, Jacqueline, but it's fine, honey. A lot of people is new to the channel and I should have been saying this more often for that reason, but I forget. So yeah, it's all right, honey. um it just, if I got a mod in here, I'm not sure if you see that message, could you remove it? I think there she grows is the only one in here. Yeah, I don't see it, but yeah. But y'all, so yeah, with that being said, I want to bring it to y'all attention that, you know, they are sounding the alarm about food, about stocking up on food. Good morning, lady. Happy Sunday. Hey, honey. I wanted to bring that to y'all attention because I saw that I have something I need to get done. So I want to bring that. So expect here on the channel. I done said it and said it, and I done just came up, you know, just say I'm doing. Y'all, please hit the notification bell if you want to know when I upload. Check your thing to see if you have been unsubscribed. Okay, and let me go ahead and address this because I know I probably would get emails about it. I did go down to be having just 2-3 mods, okay, because my channel was doing something crazy. And I went back, and I'm not saying nobody was doing anything. I don't know if it's a glitch or whatever is going on, but my channel was doing something crazy. And it got better once I went back down to 3 mods. Okay, so I don't know what that's all about. So you did nothing wrong if you realize that you do not have a wrench. Okay, it's just something that I have to do, kind of tweak and figure out this channel when it comes to that. So I had to scale back some. So my mods is PNG Media News and There She Grows. Are the mods on here, and I may just keep it like that because every time I add people or whatever, my channel just start acting a little too weird in different areas, okay? Another thing is, I say if you like the channel, you want to be a honey bun, you want to stick around, make sure you're not unsubscribed. That was another thing. People was becoming unsubscribed and had no idea. I didn't see it neither. I don't know. Jacqueline may took it out or something. I think another channel name was mentioned or something. But I didn't see it. So let me say this. A lot of live streams. Expect a lot of live streams on this channel. Because it's the quickest way I can get content out. I have a lot going on, especially dealing with the stuff outside. I was going to, yeah, I need to say this. I was going to, okay. So I was going to do a live stream on the quail hatching. Okay. I was going to do a live stream on that. But y'all, I did the video on saying be careful where you get your stuff from. All right. I did that for a reason. Now, I'm not knocking, but I do know some ain't right. So the eggs that I had got, about 18, 19 days ago now, because that's how long they've been in the incubator. They were supposed to be jumbo brown Coternics, okay? Quail eggs. Now, I know some people that sell quails and stuff don't know what they actually is talking about, because I have learned a lot, okay? I'm not a professional, but I done learned a lot in the past couple months about quails, okay? And thanks to There She Grows, that's been helping me out. Plus, I do research on my own. So, jumbo brown Coternic quails are different from your standard Coternic quails. And people don't understand that. So, the quails, out of 60-some quail eggs, see, 7 has hatched. Now, 1 was undeveloped at 17 days. Now, 17 to 20 days is when they start hatching. So, how was 1 underdeveloped? And he had been in the incubator. Now, this ain't my first time incubating eggs. So, that just tells me something wasn't right with them eggs, okay? So, if you get into quail or even chicks or anything like that and you buying fertile eggs, please look at reviews. And if you getting them from somebody that's locally, just understand people can give you, things that they may think is good and things that they may know is not. Because right now it's a bad turnaround for 60-something eggs and only have 7 quails. That is why I'm glad that I went on and reached out after getting those eggs the next day, was able to get the 15 quails that I do have. I will do, and like I say, everything gonna be a live stream. Everything gonna be a live stream. Some of them may be very, very quick because I have so much that is going on and I want to cover a whole lot of stuff. So if you're looking into that, somebody asked me to do a video all about quails. I'll do a live stream all about quails. I don't have time to sit down and edit so much now. So, or either sometimes I don't even do a lot of editing. It is what it is. But even putting those scenes together is still editing. So it's still a lot. I don't have time for that. I have so much going on. So you have to either keep checking my channel or making sure that you subscribe, making sure that the notification bell, when you click it, that it says all. You want to click all, okay? That way it'll send you all the notifications because I do share stuff. But that is why I did not do a live stream on those, because they hatching is crazy. When I hatched quails a couple months ago, they was hatching boom, boom, boom. 17th day, they was just, hatching. These, I don't even know, some ain't even peeped through. It was 2 that hatched overnight that hadn't even early morning is when I went to sleep. I checked and they hadn't even peeped through. And I ain't seen the ones that hatched. I ain't even got a chance to see them unzip yet. And when I know anything, they out. I gotta go over there and cut. I may be able to show y'all. I'll show y'all real quick. I'll show y'all. There's 75 people in here. I'll show you what it's looking like. And the ones that I have in the incubator that I had to get together last night, okay? So let me do this. I changed my Oh, no, that's the camera. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to change y'all over. Can I not change you? Oh, it did change. It did change. Okay, I'm like, what the what? All right, so this one right here. Let me see. It's still. Oh, did it come off? It came off. I don't have to cut it. Oh, is there 4? Hold up. So one had been. Okay. So they be trying to get out of here. One was carrying a egg around. It was stuck to him. So y'all see. Where you at? Wait. Try to keep them from coming out. Okay. So that is 3 of them. So I'm letting them heat up even more, and then I will remove them. I am so glad that he had had an egg stuck to him for maybe about 12 hours, and I was gonna cut it. That's it right there. It was stuck to him, so it went on and dried out or whatever. But I asked for jumbo brown Caternix quails, and these are not them. Let me see. Let me turn this around. So these are not them, okay? And I know that, but it is what it is. I'm gonna keep them, because if I'm doing a quail business, an egg is an egg, right? Egg is an egg. So all the rest of them that's in there did not hatch. So I'll go out here and show you the ones that is already in the incubator I have in the garage. Let me turn this light off. They under heat. Hold up, it should be, okay, it is 4. Let me turn this off. Maybe y'all can see better. There we go. So these are not what I was looking for. Now think about something this small. These are, what, a day old? Right, a day old. Maybe a day and a half, or maybe 2 of them. But look how small they is. Look how small they is. Now in 6 weeks, these things will be 6 to 8 weeks. They laying eggs. They are able to be processed. Okay, that is quick for you to have quail meat. So that is why I say it is important. Okay, so yeah. So since I have y'all on here and I still have holding a good amount of people, let me cut this light back on. I will go ahead and take y'all outside so you can see the other ones and what I did to them. The ones that I ended up getting, I'm so happy that I ended up getting these, because I just didn't feel like the eggs was gonna be, I didn't know, okay, because you just never know or whatever. You never know. You only know what people give you. So this is the quail home. I don't think I told y'all I was gonna do a video on it. So I went and got another one of the canopies, and this is just hard plastic. And this is all I did, because I moved those quails from in there with my chickens. I think I did do a video on that. So just go in, because I needed something that I can walk in. So I have to come out here today and clean. I need to change their trays. So these are my 3 males. Some of these are jumbo brown. Okay. Some of these are jumbo brown. I don't think all of them is. All right. So those are the males, the 3 males. And these should be all females. So these are about 6 weeks. Some of them. Okay. Thing about a quail is you can process him at any time. Once I figure out, because I just put a light out here, because this thing is not getting enough sunlight and they need sunlight to be able to lay eggs, I had to put a light out here. This light, I'm gonna end up, my friend told me about getting a timer, so I'm probably gonna get a timer and then plug it into and just have it on for the majority of the time and have it to shut off when I need it to shut off. But some of these can be processed in the next week or 2. Okay, so all my females, I am going to keep them for laying eggs, and then I'm going to end up getting more eggs. And if these turn out all right, I may just breed them with them, and then I end up just having all my jumbo browns. I'll have them one way, and then yeah. So I ended up doing the cage thing because, like I said, this is business purposes, okay? So I'm gonna have multiple cages, and it'll just be easier for me to just do cages because I can go to like Goodwill, I can go Facebook Marketplace, people selling rabbit cages all the time because that's what these are. So I can spend and save money that way, and just long as the cage is good. So I'm still working on a couple more things. I may do it live today when I come out here and care for these, because I am going to be doing a different way for as they feed, because I need my little red thingies, majiggers thingies right there for the quails that I'm hatching. So I'm trying to keep, you know, those things that's good for them in there, and I'm doing something else for their feed so they don't waste a lot of feed, okay? So that is what they are looking like out here. So those are just a couple things that, you know, you can do. Y'all, it's not hard to do research. That's part of having different type of skills. I can butcher a quail in 5 minutes right at the kitchen sink. I know some people is squeamish. Some people like, I can't do that. It's very easy. I'm still trying to research if YouTube will let me process one on camera. I think I can. I'm probably not going to take the head off on camera. Thank you, there she grows. I'm probably not going to take the head off from them on camera, because I want to say they kind of stopping that a little bit because it's kind of gruesome. But let me take some scissors and just snip it right off. Take some scissors and just snip it right off. Let me set y'all there, because something about to make me fall. Whew, okay. So I'm gonna see it. All right, y'all. So there you go. So I only got that out the way because that was gonna be a whole nother one. Like I say, I may do a live stream when I'm caring for them, okay? Because somebody had asked. See, I hatch my own chicks and ducks. Only I know what I'm getting that way. Exactly. So, hey, East Dad. So, with me having to start back over, you know, once I put something in my head, I like go all in until it's done. So, I was like, I need some quail. I need some eggs. So, that's why I went and got the eggs. I'm like, in 17 days I have. But when the next day ran across a man, when I told you I had to go 2 hours away, well, it was like an hour and a half for this particular one. And I got those quails that I just showed you out there. They was 3 weeks old. So that was about 3 weeks ago. They about 6 weeks now. So I had to go ahead and get that light out there so I'll know when they start laying. So that was the deal with that. I was like, I need some quails, okay? I got it together. So I was like, okay, so one thing you need to understand, prepping and having a homestead is not for the lazy. It's not for the lazy at all. But is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it. Making a business out of what you do and love, it's worth it. It's worth it. Making sure you stay organized. So, well, for me, I have to make sure everything is organized. So, is that worth it? Yeah, because it just makes it easier. But understand, you don't have, if you can't have, a lot of people's like, I can't have chickens. I wish I had a meat source. Well, guess what? You can have quail. And quails are so much easier to take care of than a chicken. They smaller. You can keep them in a cage. Just like that. Some people's like, oh, that's wrong to have them in a cage. Man, be quiet. You go to the store and you go buy that chicken. They was in pens and stuff. They weren't free range. Most of them weren't free range. They live in a house, because I'm from Mississippi. I done seen a whole lot of chicken houses. They live in a house, in a long house, crowded, ain't got that much room or nothing. Okay? Whole roof on the top to get the sunlight from the windows. So you ain't complaining to Sanderson Farm and these other places, Tyson's and stuff like that. So I don't even hear that. This is for business purposes, okay? They are meant. I'm not having none for no pet. You know, you give me eggs, you give me meat. you give me funds by me selling you or selling your offspring or whatever the case may be. That's what it is for. I cannot stand people making people feel bad because how they keep their chickens or how they keep their quail or whatever. Because at the end of the day, some of them is not vegans and stuff. You go right to KFC or Popeye somewhere and you buy chicken. Don't you think you just, where you think it came from? They had to kill it. Like, duh, like, come on now. So, I ain't got time for that. It says time falling back help a lot. Oh, yes, it did. Yes, it did. I laid in the bed. I'm like, oh, y'all, this was a tricked out thing. yesterday, yesterday, the Aki way. Oh, Lord. Okay. So, so last night, it was like 1:55. When 2 o'clock hit, my clock went back. I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is the first time I done actually saw 1 o'clock twice. Like, it went, when it went to 2 o'clock, when it changed to 2, it changed to 2, and then it jumped back to 1. I'm like, what? I'm probably the only one that'll sit there, and I was like, dang, I got to see it be 1 o'clock twice. Like, I know it's weird, y'all. I'm weird like that. But I was up at 1:55 a.m. and I was thinking, dang, time to went back for me here. But I don't think it had one back home because they're an hour behind. So I was like, okay. But I see it's 93 people in here, y'all. I got to get off because I got something to do. Definitely going to go back live later on today. Like I say, a lot of live streams because that's the best way I can get this information and this content out for y'all right now because it's just too much. When I'm happy to say I got a little homestead. I am. When you do that, it's so much, and I want to take advantage. I done wasted 2 almost 80-degree days. I feel like I wasted those days. Today almost 80, tomorrow almost 80. Then we go back down to like the mid to upper 60s for highs. So I do want to utilize it. I need to drop more seeds today and stuff like that. So I would just do a live stream. I may not even talk on it. You may just see me working. Hopefully those are to motivate. Anything that I come across, I may come on. I do have a live stream I gotta do at a store for y'all. So that'll be a live stream. When I go into stores and stuff now, live stream. I don't care if the live stream lasts 5 minutes. I don't care if it lasts 10 minutes. At least you're getting the information. At least you're able to see. And that's the best way because I've been struggling with filming, y'all. It's just been too busy. So, just trying to get everything together. So everybody's come in. We talked about the diesel shortage with Robert Kukowski, and some more experts is telling people to stock up on food because of the diesel shortage. And we also covered that is more than just transportation. Machinery and stuff uses diesel. So yeah. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. I already said the like, comment, and subscribe and all that stuff. I have to say that because this is not a video, so I don't have my intro at the beginning or at the end. So with that being said, y'all be safe and stock up, grow, do what you can. Don't worry about what yours look like compared to somebody else. I don't care if you got, let me just say this. I don't care if you got a whole daggone shelf or maybe under your bed. See, growing up, my granny would put stuff under the beds, okay? In the closets, in the drawers of them, but she kept it really nice, clean, and neat, okay? So she didn't have a lot of clutter. So her dresser drawers probably was empty. You had food and stuff in there, okay? I ain't trying to have like your modern life, like you get modern house where you gotta have this. I don't care as long as my house is clean, because I can't do no nastiness, okay? As long as my house is clean and not cluttered. I don't care if you come in my living room and see on the side of my TV is cases of water. It's not. But I'm saying if it get to that, I would sure go ahead and put cases of water. I don't care if you may come in here and see soup. I don't care. It is what it is. So people say they ain't got space. You got to ask yourself, is it because you're trying to you want your house to look a certain way, which is fine. Or you're just not utilizing the space you may have. I don't care if you have a whole shelf full of rice. Rice, 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 rice under your bed. Rice, 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 rice everywhere. Okay? That's something. You may not have the money for all it. You don't know I need all this processed stuff anyway. Full of sodium and sugar and all that stuff that don't do nothing but slow you down. So rice, rice, rice. You can have rice, and those of you that can have quails or something, just think about this and I'm gonna get off. Just say you growing in your garden. You ain't got that much space. Okay? So you got a little balcony. You in a townhome or apartment and you got a little balcony. Or a little, y'all know what the townhomes, you have the little small backyard. Just think about it. You can grow so many collard greens, mustard greens, whatever you want in a small space. So now you got, boom, your greens, okay? You can grow them in the wintertime. That's why I pick greens. There are some you can grow that'll take the heat, that's heat tolerant, and there are some that's frost tolerant. So you can grow greens year round. Okay, so you got your greens. You got a couple quails, 2 or 3 little cage quails. I said it ain't for the lazy, because when you got them in the cages, you got to clean them cages, okay? So you got your quail, okay? Fine. And you're going to keep hatching, your quails here and there. Okay, cool. Now you got your quails. And you got rice under your bed. Man, that's a whole meal right there. You got greens, rice, and meat. Because I told you, a quail can be, I'll say 5 minutes. Give me two minutes. And I can have a quail butchered for you real quick. It's just that simple. Just that simple. I feel like cleaning fish up. How many people in here to clean fish? How many people know how to clean and gut a fish, a fresh fish? I do, of course. I did plenty. How many know how to clean and gut a fish? Come on. And that's the whole 9 yards. You're getting it ready for the frying pan, okay? How many people in here? 85 people in here right now. Give me a thumbs up if you know how to do that. Man say I do. There she grows say I do. That's it. Come on. These are skills that may be beneficial for you, okay? Come on. 2 people in here, never won but could do it. Okay, that's the mindset right there. She said she ain't never did it, but she could do it. I can't hear anything. You probably have to go out and come back in. Jay Bird, okay, traveling through. Shonda, catch and clean. Oh, yes. I was just saying the other day, I hadn't been fishing in 2 years since 2020. I used to go fishing all the time at the pier up here. There's one called Bogue Inlet. I love to go there. Yeah, that's just my thing. I just ain't been, and I do want to get back into that and come home and clean fish right on the deck. And it is what it is. Don't like to kill, but can clean. Okay. I can scale and fit fish. Okay, good. Okay, so some of y'all, not that many for 88 people to be in here. Okay, but it's all right. Done it. So you know about the time that it takes to clean and gut a fish. Man, you can do a quail quicker than that. Cause you got to take the scales off and all that stuff and get the belly out and then clean it out and all that stuff. You can do a quail quicker. That's just it. I mean, the turnaround, 6 to 8 weeks, bam, you got meat. You got meat and eggs. You don't want to butcher it. You got eggs if they're females. And you take care of them to give you egg every day. All right. And then don't get me started on the benefit. Oh, let me go back to that meal. Okay. Bam. You got greens. You got quail head. You go ahead and butcher you one. But that quail probably gave you some eggs too. Or either his, girlfriend. Because see, my thing is butcher the male quails. They ain't giving you nothing but making it possible to have fertile eggs. So butcher the male quails. Keep your females because they giving you eggs. Man, you can take them eggs and kind of stir fry, make it like a stir fry rice, and then have the quail meat and your greens. So, I mean, that's a whole meal. You can eat that every day. And the eggs are so beneficial, so you can eat that every single day. And that's right from your back patio, your backyard. You don't have to have a lot. And if you cannot afford quail feed, because mine is on the quail feed, that stuff is getting more expensive. It's so expensive. Like right now, let me just tell you, because I feel like a lot of people don't tell you. Between the chickens and the quail, my chickens, I went from paying like $17 and something for the chicken feed for a 50-pound bag. Now I'm paying like almost 25 for a 50-pound bag. Then the scratch grain that I give them is $18.79, something like that. So that's one 50-pound bag of feed, chicken feed, for about $25. And then there's the scratch grains, what I mix with it. That's about 18 some dollars. Okay, I got 23 hens and 2 roosters. All right. Bam. That'll last, with me inputting the scratch grain in there, that'll last probably about a month and a half. Okay. So then when you come to the quail, they own, what is it, 28%? 28 or 30% is what I give them as they start a feed. All right. That's all I'm giving them right now. That's all I'm giving them until I start grinding down that scratch grain and it'll go in there. That's all I'm giving them. They feed is running. There she goes. You still in here? Because I can't even remember. The feed that I'm giving them, I think, is running about $21, $22. All right. So you do the math on that. But the best thing is they can also eat greens. Okay, I was trying to make sure that quail feed, do you remember? And we said it was like $21, $22. I can't remember. The one I get from Tractor Supply. Somewhere around in there. But I think it's a 50-pound or 40-pound bag for them. Either way it go, you do the math. You will learn how to cut costs. $22. Okay. So the quail feed is $22 a bag. So now you see about what I'm spending. And not to mention, I do the diatomaceous earth for them. What else I do? I do the barn lime for them. And a couple more things I do just to make sure everything stays nice and clean, mite free, and all that stuff. So you do the math. So heck yeah, I'm gonna make it a business and make it where it's help, because you can sell those eggs and stuff to cut that cost on it. But at the same time, if you're growing food, there's a lot of things they can eat straight from your garden that will help you save money. So everything is like it's going around in a circle. You know what I'm saying? So don't be discouraged that, hey, I'm not going to be able to, because it's going to get to the point to where us that's got chickens and quails and that type of stuff, it's going to get to the point to where we're not going to be able to afford that. What would happen if what would happen is become a shortage of chicken feed? Every time I go to Tractor Supply, it's so many people in the area now that is doing chickens than before. Okay? So it's going to get to the point to where there may be a shortage on it. So right now I'm researching, what can I grow? If I can't eat it, what can I grow that I can feed them to continue with them? You know, they got to have protein to lay eggs. They got to have calcium to keep their eggs from being soft. So those are two things that's needed. What can I grow, or what can I stock up on that is cheap to keep me from having to buy that food or be able to feed them if their food is not available? All right. So, hey, don't give them a lot of processed stuff. Not good. Okay. So, anytime you come across like tuna, like I have to eat the Apricorn tuna. It's kind of expensive. But I have to have it plain. No, not that sodium and the seasoning and stuff like that. When you come across little things like that that's marked down, you got to think about, grab some of that and put that to the side. Because you may be like, well, I can eat that tuna. Well, guess what? I'm going to get more food out of butchering a chicken or a quail than I am out of that small can of tuna. But that small can of tuna will feed them and allow them to continue to give me what I need. Okay? So you kind of have to weigh it out, you know? Tamika Will said, quails eat crickets and other insects and supplement purchase food. Yes, they do. They do. So, I mean, whichever way you want to go, then that's up to you. Right now, I do the feeding, okay? Am I going to incorporate other things? Yes, I am. If it's God's will, I will show y'all. Yes, I am going to cut the cost on that. But right now, because they was 3 weeks old, when I got them, right now, it was, well, they close to 6 weeks now. So, they get into that adult stage. So I can start incorporating different things. But you got to keep in mind, when a chick or a quail is young, It's like a baby. When you have a baby, it's important for the baby to be on formula or breast milk. Either way, but it has to get certain nutritions and stuff like that. So the same thing with chickens and quail. So that's why I'm strictly on they feed when they're young. Now my hens is my day old chicks, the ones I got that was a day old in January. Do the math. We in November now. So they born in January. Okay, so do the math on that. They are still on chicken feed. I don't put them, I mean not chicken feed, they still on starter. The starter chicken, and they giving me eggs like crazy. I don't go into the layer feed. Okay, they gotta have layer. They gotta have what extra omega-3. They gotta have no, cause when they free range, they ain't getting all that out there in the wild. My chicks at the age they are is still on chick starter feed. It's cheaper than the other ones, the layer feed and all that. They still on it. I mix the scratch grain in there so they get their corn and stuff like that. And they fine. Healthy. Fine. Still giving me eggs. Y'all, I got too many eggs anyway, so that tells you. Still giving me eggs. So keep it simple. That's another thing. It's important to research, but you got to research because everything is going to give you a different answer. So research it. Use your common sense to know when somebody is just trying to get money by selling this and saying you need this. And then watch, if you have chickens and stuff, watch what they like. Watch how they giving you eggs and all this stuff. And then you just go from there. So you can definitely cut the cost. You just have to be focused on it, okay? I have 20 hens right now. And wait. Okay, I have 20 hens right now. Are separate from them. And I keep the main food for protection of my girls. Got you, honey. Oh, get it, honey. Got you. So, y'all, let me see. We had lots of double yolks. Ooh, yummy. All right, y'all. So, I said I was going to be on here 20 minutes tops. But let me go ahead and get off of here because I got something to do. And I'll see y'all in the next one, okay? Y'all be safe. Bye.